Allow me to worship Chukwukika Biama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Chukwukika Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you, Chukwukika Biama, we came amaranime ndomuginime the IPOB. No Benny Nedi teacher, Rue Benny ne or Wasotur, keep him magine Beregi beat Robaso, Opposite Tendo. Oh, Passus will we call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating, the saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them, and we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail, because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo, because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living, that they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will, and it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow, and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwu Biama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful. against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. Ise.
We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being starved to death by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwuabiama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish.
This wilderness, big few steps ahead. We are no longer in Egypt. We have lost our seas. We've gone far in this wilderness, big few steps ahead. When it gets tough to end this murder of our heroes, we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Your peace already here. Now just when we remember the price of our great heroes. No retreat, no surrender. Your peace already here. Inside the wilderness, never open your soul to the wicked one. Penetrate and kill your people. Look what he get charged you to say. Inside the wilderness, never sell your soul to the wicked ones. Penetrate and kill your people. God has charged you to say. When you get stuck to end this, nether of our heroes we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Your face already here. At yet now we remember the price of our great heroes. No retreat, no surrender. Your face already here. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. Father, put in your hands to save. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God have told you to save. When it gets tough to end this, nether of our heroes we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Your peace already here. But yet now we remember the price of our great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Your peace already here. Be courageous. Remain resolute. Be your brother's keeper. Darkest hour of the night brings forth new day, new grace and favor, new peace, especially hope, more closer to our land of freedom. When it gets tough to end this, nether of our heroes we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Your peace already here. That yet when we remember the price of our great hero. Jordan commercial activity in period of recession. When it gets tough to end this, nether of our heroes we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Your peace already here. When it gets tough to end this, nether of our heroes we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Your peace already here. Not yet now we remember the price of our great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Your peace already here.
Yes, indeed, Biafra is already here. I will say good morning, fellow Biafrans. Good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafor-Mensah. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And this is one truth we will come to appreciate in the nearest future. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mensah is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, the one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people, the one and the only man that stood up to speak for the collective of the interest of the Biafran people, the man who understands that he could be killed by this mannerless and heartless and evil country called Nigeria, but yet he took all the risk. The man who is sent by Chukwu Okike Abiama, the man who will address Biafran on this very day, the 6th day of the month of November, the year of Chukwu Okike Abiama 2019, by 7 p.m. Biafran time. The man who lost the mother, but yet he continued working on behalf of Biafrans. The man who knew the essence of freedom and would do anything and sacrifice anything sacrificable to make sure that the people of Biafra are free. He is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, the journey is not complete without recognizing the Almighty Creator. We call him Chukwu Okike Abiama. He's the one we serve. He's the one we worship, because he is the eternal, the steadfast God, the unchanging one. We give him all the glory. All glory must be to our God, for he is worthy of our praise. No man on earth should give glory to himself. All the glory must be to our God, to our God. All glory must be to our God, for he is worthy of our praise. No man on earth should give glory to himself. All the glory must be to our God. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma ịhụnanya na gị, obiọma gị o juru anya dadị o. Inwege mgbanwe, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị naanị dị mma o. Of course, as always, we will move ahead to our topic this morning, which is simply the end game agenda. The game is coming to an end, and you must know their agenda. You must know their ploy. You must know their evil plan. The end game agenda is our topic this morning. There are always, in fact, Nigeria is a game. In case you don't know, Nigeria is a fraudulent game. We want to help you understand. There is nothing like Nigeria. It could only exist in your mind, in your memory. It will never be, not for the benefit of anybody. And so when somebody say Nigeria, ask them, where is Nigeria? Who is Nigeria? What is Nigeria? He never resisted. It's a euphoria, something to deceive certain people and leave them in coma with false hope. It is a game, a fraudulent game, I must tell you. And of course, the game planners are the British government with other oil steps across the globe from Biafra land. But of course, our duty is to make you see what we have seen. And maybe soon, now or later, you begin to reason the way we reason. And then you will see the truth, that there is nothing like Nigeria. Nobody is in Nigeria, except that some terrorists, accompanied by a prostitute, with the real terrorists, came here, and then, according to our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you are Nigeria, and everybody starts jubilating. It's a game. Just like the video game, the draft game, the chess game, the puzzle game, the card game, of course, the sport games. There is always hidden agenda behind these games. There is always hidden agenda. A pattern to play the last card is always there in order to initiate surprise to the opponent. And then this surprise will come with a shock that will make the opponent lose quickly in order to remain subdued more than ever. In every game, that is how it works. You know, honestly, I'm not a football fan. I really don't know where number one stay or number two. I don't know which number one or number two. Just that I played football as a child and I used to be a keeper. And so I know the goalkeeper stay by the goal. I don't think I know much about football. Then I don't even know free kick or offside. I don't know how to commit offside or free kick. But at least we play that ball they call anywhere Belefice. But I noticed from those who narrate football, for instance, that they have formation of positioning their player. I see people talk about football, they say C744C 22333333. You know, I really don't know what they are saying, but I know it is a formation how they position footballers. And then they will say, do you know Brazilian use this CCC222? Do you know this Angola use 10-10-10-10-10? And so on and so forth. These are method. These are strategy to play the game, to surprise the opponent at the dying moment. And in case you don't know, Nigeria is such a game. They know how to use you as a Biafran to play saboteur against your own people. They know how to reposition Yoruba to cover up all the evil happening in Nigeria through the social media. They know how to use Fulani headsmen to kill you, harass you, intimidate you, and then bamboozle you to quietness or stupor. It's a game. And gradually they are playing them out. But it's important you understand how this game works, because this will help you prepare in order to checkmate the enemy. We're going to look at just three aspects of this game that is going to be played in this end time. In this end time, this Nigeria end time, don't think they will keep quiet. They will fight back, and they have three things to do in order to ensure that Biafrans are silent. But we tell them the lie. Like I said, we are talking because we want to reduce the number of collateral damage. In Biafra land, collateral damage. In Yoruba land, collateral damage. In Hausa Fulani land. That is what we are trying to do, because we have a lot of innocent people living in the midst of terrorists. We must separate the wheat from the chaff. And now, this is the position I must tell you that Nigerian has found itself. They are playing their end game, which enables them to initiate shocking plan that will make sure we don't survive it. Considering the leak audio of Kunle and Adamu Farouk, considering their leak audio, there are certain things people don't understand. We listen to this audio every day and we pretend as if, it's not possible. It's not possible. The issue would not be whether it is possible or it is not possible, but the issue should be, let's assume it is possible. Of course, I understand that assumption does not have legal backup in the law court, but here the law court does not forbid you from assuming. And then I wonder, the person that is calling my line at this moment, you don't call my line without my permission. And honestly, I hate people like that. If you know I should be on air, please stop calling my line, because you will not like the way I will react to you. Mr. Man, stop calling my line, please. Disengage this call. Stop calling my line. I don't like all this nonsense.
Hello?
Stop calling this line, Mr. Man. Stop calling this line. Stop calling this line. The lines are not open. Stop calling it. And I'm telling him, he's telling me, all these Fulani people, he's telling me, is he not the Biafran line? Because it's your father line. Fulani is coming for you, but you will not use your brain. Our people must understand how these people operate. The issue of Adamu Farouk, they came out openly in a leak audio, and they are telling you that this is what we will do, this is what we will do, this is what we will do. They know how to use the name Igbo. We will do Igbo, we will do Igbo, we will do Igbo. And then a Joe man think he's safe, a Kwabo man think he's safe, Abo man think he's safe, because after all, we will do Igbo, we will do Igbo, because that is the language they understand. And maybe I will refresh our mind before we look into some of these challenges. And that is if that Fulani man calling me without permission will allow you to listen to the audio. Nonsense. Because most of you don't know the game that they are playing already.
If you put fuel and food by the side, which one is going so well?
food now. Good. And we have food. So if are actually helping themselves, let me tell you, even in Yoruba, let me tell you what they do to you what is here. What Oba of Lagos said that we are pushing them to the ocean. Most of these markets that are buying in Lagos, look guys, they are even dominated markets. In fact, some Yorubas were telling me when I was in Lagos last weekend that it is we, the Northerners, when we are in charge of Lagos as federal capital, that open room for Igbo to come and dominate them. And it's over now. And it's over. All the businesses Igbos are doing, we are going to bring it and do it. You get me? Fashola for the past 5 years have refused to approve any industry, especially pharmaceutical, to Igbo people. Find out. You are right. You get me? So the Yorubas in these 4 years, that's what we are telling ourselves. If we indigenous want to be useless again, let us be. But the Yoruba people in the 4 years, they want to control their land completely. That's why Buhari have to sign that Lagos is going to be given special status. We are going to have a kind of semi-regional system. Lagos is going to have special status. It means nobody again will control Lagos. The indigenous of Lagos are the ones that are going to control Lagos. They can form land policies. You get me? They may decide to say, you as a Yoruba man in Lagos, you will pay 5,000 naira per annum for a land. As a land revenue. Me as a man, I will pay 10,000 naira. Igbo man will pay 1 million naira. This is why they are here. You get me? So now, unfortunately, again, the attitude of the Igbos have made the illiterate Northerners who have not gone to school to realize now that they are powerful. They are the one who gave these people land to stay. They are the one who give them food by the power of God. They are the one who have honored them by the power of God. You get me? These Igbos can turn around and humiliate us. Look at what they did to us. Those people that they assembled about 400 of them and called them Boko Haram. Do you understand? Do you know that they hit them one by one? They are not moving in convoy. They made some of them to drink their urine. We also have to come and meet the president and tell him that, look, if one person is still among these people, I'm telling you, everyone will come out of Kano. That was how they released the Hausa people from Jigawa and Kano, whom they selected and arrested and called them Boko Haram. Two, you are in Nigeria, I'm in Nigeria. Rochas was actually brought up in the north. But it is in his own state. That's why we are telling you, even the Ameti, the Rochas of God that are MP, we don't trust them. They are on their own. Let me tell you this. They are on their own. Nobody can deceive us again. We are white. No, what I'm telling you is that Rochas was in, he is running to Sultan. He didn't know Sultan has no significance in this government. Even last 2 days he was in Sokoto. He didn't know that even Sultan has no significance in this government. He was in this law. It was Rochas state. He was state that they started saying that Hausa people must have ID card to live in that state. Can you hear me? They say Hausa people must have ID card to live in the state. Until when we mobilize our people here and say, okay, in that case, all Southerners must live north. Then Jonathan now realized that there was something going on. You say, no, these things have to stop. So are we mad? You get me? Count 5 shops in this north. 4 shops are owned by Igbos. What is Igbo's contribution in the economy? It's not trade. And fraudulent trade for that, but including Igbo architecture, unless you can buy spare parts and tires and medicine. So also, you get me? Yes, we are committed. Is it going to be to bring tech drugs that we cannot do it? Now the plan is drugs now. No Igbo man will again sell drugs in this north. We are going to bring it from Kano. Drugs are brought by air. They are going to open massive owners rooms in Kano and import it all north and maybe whatever I want to buy, come and buy from Kano. Because Igbo will sell drugs again. We are tired of all this nonsense. We know how to control our places. The way they control their own. What we are saying is that we are all Nigerians, but we are going to learn what they are doing in the Southeast and do it in the North too. Simple. Okay, we don't have ancestors now. If Buhari today, as president of this country, want to buy land in the East, he will go and negotiate everything. Tomorrow the chiefs will come and tell him that ancestors made them yesterday night and said they should not sell the land for them. So we don't have ancestors. Or we are betraying our we now ancestors have told us that we have been careless. That's why we suffered for the past 6 years. We have to wake up now. It's a very serious thing. No, I will cannot. The society is already adulterated. That's why, to be honest to you, to be honest to you, we never wanted Buhari in this law. We wanted Congoso. Yes. We want, that's what I'm saying. If it is Congoso or the primary, or Congoso will have defeated Buhari. Listen to me just, you know, the Tinubus and prepare Buhari. Because they are not people now, you really cry though. Can you hear me? Because Congoso will have solved this North-South problem for us within 6 months. In Kano, Congoso gathered all the Igbos and told them that all these drugs that we close, all those fake drugs they are selling in Kano. They know him now. So that's why we wanted Congoso to be the Igbos made in Abuja, and when after the election that they were the ones in charge of 75% of Abuja is their own. They should be giving ministers. Can you imagine? They go and say this is the governor they want. With their rule and everything, Igbo say no, he cannot be governor. In somebody's land. relevant again in the southeast. Wait and see. In fact, the plan of APC is that they are going to make alliance of northwest economic development. The west has the ocean. Can you hear me? Yes. The north has agricultural produce. Yes. So what they are going to do, the government is going to develop all the agricultural and mineral resources in the north. And then they will put primary industries here. And then go and export, finally finish them in Lagos or Southwest and export them and bring back money and share between the two regions. Let them bring their oil. This is the plan on ground. I mean, let's not pray for success of General Barry. But that success is our success, but that we can benefit later. So that's our prayer now. That's our prayer here. Everybody pray for his success for that. Everybody is successful. God help us, no, but not to the extent of living the way. Our prayer now is that may God remove the influence of the Southeast in our region. That's where we are praying better right now. I'm telling you. No. Because Boko Haram, these people are catch red-handed with guns. Who are supplying the weapons? Who killed General Shua? They think we don't know. They were saying that they are revenging what they did to them in Biafra. Biafra was a war, which was a state war, trying to bring them back to the nation. Maybe so. Do you get me? Some useless videos started Boko Haram, but there was don't worry, investigation will reveal everything. Don't worry. We were just a surviving nation, looking at what is happening. That is typical Boko Haram. That's how we are. We just look at what is happening. Then we drew a line. 2014, 2015 they call it. It is the end of it. Whether anybody lose or them win is okay. That was our decision, honestly. And they met in Inugu, and listen to me, they met and saw it that in the event of cutting it, why would they put their people? That's why the man has to surrender now. In fact, some of us prefer him to have been resistant. So that we will define this country. I'm telling you. People not got shouting is many. Nothing like killing, let everybody go his way. Is it not that is falling in the north now? We have the food. What is oil? Look at Niger. He's still selling oil. He's bringing it from Niger. What is the thing? It is when they met and saw the danger of any attempt. That was how they surrendered. But honestly, we have already made up our mind. Because we say to ourselves, if you don't, even if you stay, they are going to kill you. I mean, and that's what I'm from Namasi Sambo down to the lowest person you know is the Boko Haram. They can kill you whoever you are. We know that. At least we are part of the system. Thank you, Kule. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
That is one of the love speech from one Nigerians. You know, they are spending their time. Oh, it's a love speech they do in Radio Biafra. Oh, it's a love speech. Thank God. We learned from them. This is one among the thousands of love speech. Collaboration of Fulani, Yoruba, and Hausa to undermine the position of the Biafrans. One of these days, we are going to take time to analyze the implication of everything they have said. But I want you to look at it in its totality, what they are saying. They will burn your shop down. They will make you irrelevant. They will destroy you. That was 2015. Look at what they have achieved from 2015 to this very moment. You will see they have no intention of retrieving or surrendering. Neither do we. I'm not telling you so you become afraid. I'm telling you so that you guide up your loss. Because this music, we shall all dance to it. We shall all dance nakedly. I tell you, in the rain and in the sun, we shall dance. We shall dance till we make sure we dance down the gate of Nigeria. But make no mistake about it. They have game plan. And this is it. We look at just three among their ultimate game plan. And so you know why they do what they are doing whenever they do what they have to do. And then you should get ready to do what you ought to do when necessary. By every means necessary. Don't let anybody deceive you. Number one, destroying all that is left of us. As I'm talking to you, they are going to destroy everything that is left of us. Our leader gave numerous prophecy. I think about 3 of them are yet to fulfill. One of them I love so much is the vulture that we eat the dead body of Owazurike. What a wonderful day shall be that day. Because all of them must come to pass. And now let me tell you, they will destroy everything that is left of us. Before your prison, Enugu Airport is under construction. Before your prison, your business are being burnt down and border will be shut down to further emasculate you. Before your prison, Iguacha Airport will soon be shut down. Before your prison, your politicians, governor, senator, whatever name they call themselves, they have lost relevance. Only those that live by Abubi can talk today. Where is Roger Sokorocha? Where is the rest of the criminals? Chibike Amici, we hardly hear their voice. Everything that is left of you, they will destroy it. Do you know what they think when they do this thing? They believe that by destroying everything that is left of you, when Biafra is restored, it is going to take us time to restore Biafra. And so when Biafra come, we begin to try to rebuild our road, try to do airport, try to do all those things, but they don't know how prepared we are for them. And somebody thinking they are going to give you second Niger Bridge. In fact, the foundation, they are trying to deceive you for over 30 years that they want to build second Niger Bridge. They have only two agenda. Number one, enables them to allow Julius Berger to fill River Niger so that they can no longer harbor a mother ship, a mother vessel. You look at River Niger today, most people will not know that Mongo Park came with a mother vessel, a very big ship. If you look at River Niger today, you will not know that Theresa May, terrorist Lugard and prostitute for our shore, all of them came through that place. River Niger link River Ethiopia. River Niger, River Ethiopia were where they stole elephant tucks among other artifacts like beads, gold, and silver from Biafra land. They have sanfilled it. Thank God for Julius Berger. Although they were doing their contract, but let me tell you, none of them will be forgiven until except they repent. And then all that is left of us, they pretending to be building second Niger Bridge. Look at the second Niger Bridge pillar they are doing. They are dwarf bridge. Even your canoe, your sand dredging boat cannot pass that River Niger. And some people say, no, it is going to be. Does it mean that these colonial British terrorists are so stupid that they have to give you a River Niger bridge that is over 30 feet above the sea level? And then in a supposedly more advanced age, they are giving you a bridge that is about 3 feet away from the water level. You think again. They will destroy all that is left of us because they know that when Biafra come, we are going to pull down that pillars down. They want us to spend more money in pulling down the pillar. Typical Amechi pretended he built Molo Rail, but we know we are going to spend money to destroy those pillars built by Chinese or Japanese company. Yes, okay, here also is trying to build flyover in Abia State. We know they are lying. We will only spend money, human resources to pull down those pillars because they are complicating our life, destroying all that is left of us. Believe me. Their intention is, even if Biafra come at the end of the day, they will suffer to rebuild their land. And then we prefer a Biafra that we will truly suffer to rebuild so we can value that country. And then you see, we are ready for you. Please destroy more of Biafra land. Please destroy more of Biafra land. Let there be oil spill everywhere, shell. Open oil, pollute the whole water, kill all the fish so we will not have fish farm within the Niger Delta coastal region as they call themselves. Please, shell, blow pipeline, pollute the water. Make sure there is nothing to do in the so-called Niger Delta, and so all of us will run to the upland, and then you can be able to build your barracks as you wish. That is one agenda. They're going to destroy more of our farmland. They're going to destroy more of our communities. Can you imagine that Nigerian police are carrying petrol, burning down houses like Curtis? And when we tell you they are the Curtis, you will not believe. They were in Abia State with petrol and matches, burning down people's house because one of the policemen went to smoke Igbo and did not pay, and his fellow drug addict refused and confronted him. He died in the process. They won't tell you all these things. That now Nigerians are more afraid of Nigerian army and SARS from kidnapping you because they are the kidnapper. The case of Nigerian army freeing a kidnapper under the police custody have died down, but we know what they are doing. But you will not know this if you are outside IPOB, because in their news they make you feel that it's unusual, as if it's not Nigerian character. This is Nigerian character. This is how they present their news. Yes, today it is recorded that the kidnapper who has been kidnapping was set free by some group of unidentified Nigerian army, and the police actually testified that it was Nigerian army, but the judiciary system and the chief justice that drive aeroplane are looking into the matter. Before they drive aeroplane to Saudi Arabia and Britain, they will uncover this thing. But be rest assured, Nigerians will not keep quiet about it. You say yes, it's a welcome development because you are stupid. Only welcome development you see. You don't know what they are doing to you. That is the only thing they will tell you. It is only in IPOB that will tell you this is where they are coming from and this is where they are going to. Because even though they kill a community, they will come in the morning and a pastor they will tell you, the Yoruba Gota media will say, well, it is unfortunate that some group of armed bandits, they are armed bandits now, not Fulani headsmen, not Boko Haram. They invaded the community somewhere in Enugu and scores of people died. They don't call the number. Scores of people died. But notwithstanding, we interviewed a man who was very close to the incident, and this is what he has to say. And then they will put one pastor in the line or one alpha in the line, and they will say, well, we know God give, God take, and so if they kill you, you can only pray God to help us, give us the grace to bear the fortitude. But of course, the court system should do the needful and make sure the culprits are brought to book. God give, God take. Why is God not giving their own, and why is God not taking their own? Okay, it's our own. God give, God take. But understand, this is their last game. They will kill many of us. But Marley knew this truth. He said there is a natural mystics in the air. I won't tell you any lies. Things are not the way they used to be. Many more will have to suffer. Many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. He's saying that so you get ready. because we are all going to dance nakedly before the global community. Nigerians and those who claim to be Nigerians and association, all of you will dance nakedly before the global community. Look at criminals trying to defend Nigeria, knowing how evil Nigeria is. Shame on all of you. Any country that come out and say, hey, the territorial integrity of Nigeria, you are evil. Worse than Nigeria, you are the real virus and the real epidemics. But Biafrans listen very closely. That is number one. Number two, they are now borrowing money everywhere. Jubri is going everywhere borrowing money, and this country they are borrowing money from pretend they don't know what is happening. All of them want you to be deceived. Nigeria want to borrow from Chinese bank. Nigeria is going to borrow from international bank. Nigeria is going to borrow from IMM bank. They will borrow from American bank. They will borrow from British bank. They will borrow from Malaysia bank. They are borrowing money. Some of you think, in fact, they borrow money to buy pure water. They borrow money to sponsor, fund their girlfriend. Nigerian senators and every Nigerian hopeless criminal governors and leader, they are borrowing money. You think they don't know what they are doing? You think they don't know what they are doing? And then some people say, oh, we borrow Nigerian money. But what is the collateral? What is the collateral? The oil well in Biafra land, the Nigerians should begin to use Fulani cow as collateral. They should begin to use Yoruba land as collateral. But Bayelsa State will be a collateral. Imo State is a collateral. Anambra State is a collateral. Delta State is a collateral. Every money they are borrowing, all of them, their eye is in this tiny Biafra land. But do not worry, that is part of the agenda. And so when Biafra come, we will have a lot of people to contend with. But let me tell you, you will have it. We will contend with you. You will have what you are borrowing Nigerian money for. But believe me, there is something you do not know, because the secret of the night is best known to the hour. We advise you, don't borrow Nigerian money. We advise you, even you will do that, not on the property in Biafra land, because I tell you, the secret of the night is best known to the hour. Nigeria will suffer greatly today, because anytime they come out and say the constitution of we the people of Nigeria, they are in for another disaster. Don't you get it? That's the way you say, oh, but I didn't want to borrow money from London. I begin to wonder, what of all the money that have been looted from Nigeria from as far as 1967 to 1966 to this very moment? They are all start up in London and in America. And so why can't they return this money? And now they have actually repatriated according to their grammar so many stolen money. Abacha loot, as they call it, because Abacha is dead. Lo and behold, they tell you that they use this money to alleviate the poor people. Osibanjo, pastor of Redeemed Christian Church, Yoruba Church, may God have mercy upon any Biafran still going to Yoruba Church. May God have mercy upon you. We will swear for all of you when the time comes, because you are the people helping Yoruba to undermine our position more ever. Osibanjo will tell you that they are feeding school children, whereas 90% of the schools in Nigeria don't have chair, they don't have building, but they are feeding them. They are alleviating Nigerian from poverty, and you believe it. And so it's a welcome development. Nigeria is going to grow. It's a young nation. Thunder will fire all of you. I just can't help it, because when I see you insulting our intelligence, when I discover that you are intellectually dishonest, I just don't know how I can bear you. You are unbearable. You are evil. Some people say, oh, let's vote pastors, let's vote this. Nobody will save Nigeria. The only thing that will save Nigeria is that Nigeria must be divided. Anybody that associates with Nigeria automatically gets infected, because Nigeria is infectious. Nigeria is a gonorrhea. Nigeria is a disease. Staphylococcus, Granulococcus. That is what Nigeria is. You must be infected. That is their third plan. So when you hear them say, we are going to borrow money to fund the budget, padded budget, international, there is no law our legislators make. Only funding of budget, budget allocation, padded budget, VBUT budget, Toyota budget, only budget, different budget. That is what they debate every day. Borrowing money. China want to develop Africa. America want to develop Africa. India want to develop Africa. Britain want to develop. Are you people not ashamed? When will Africa develop America? Do they have two heads? I remember in those days, I told my father, my head, they carry buku. My father said, and so what? I said, make I go learn work now. He said, are you stupid? Those people carrying first in your class, do they have two heads? He want to learn work. I want to learn work. My head, they carry book. He took a hammer. I said, I will blow that your head. Let's see what is blocking your head. Bring it here. I said, Daddy, no, don't blow it. Come on, get out here. And then I get out. I never know my brain can carry book. Those people you are looking, they are founding father, they are this one. China, come on, does China have two heads? It's amazing. China have the best. The China and Japan, Korean nation have the worst eyesight in the world. Very tiny eyes. But yet, that tiny eyes, they made it see more than microscope and telescope. Is God not amazing? Look at Africa with big eye. But yet, they can't even see physically. Is it spiritually they will see? Have you ever asked yourself, when will Africa build America? America people, do they have two heads? Well, I know the reason. You are there fooling yourself. Oh, they come and build our country. This one. Do they have two heads? When will Africa build the next people country? You stinking dirty politicians stealing the resources in Africa to aid the colonial master because you want to remain 4 years in office. What is your lifespan? 100 years. Methuselah. And then Methuselah lived for 969 years old. He was no more because he died. Nonsense. But of course, they are borrowing. Their money is so when Biafra come, they begin to pay. Even that oil well, they can't. But we're not talking about oil well. Those of you borrowing Nigerian money because you think you can undermine us as a sovereign nation, don't worry. You have a bully you. And then finally, because of our time, illegal acquiring of the properties in Biafra land. They are illegally acquiring property, deceitfully acquiring property in Biafra land. Most of you don't know their mindset. You will stupidly go to Yoruba church and give Yoruba money. Your 10% you are giving to Yoruba because you are very stupid and thunder will fire you. They will use it to buy Biafra land. Redeemed Christian Church, Deeper Life, Mountain of Fire, Winners Chapel, all these Yoruba church have bought more than half of River State. With your money, Kwere man money, Igbo man money, Biafra man money, they are using it to buy Akwa Ibom, they are using it to buy Biafra land. Do you know what they will do to you later? That church is supposed to be for everybody. But their plan, their inner agenda, their jihadist agenda that you are not aware of is that because of those land, they will seize all your property in Yoruba land. Because when Biafra finally emerge, they will say, well, Redeemed Christian Church have 20,000 pieces of plot in Biafra land. And so if you don't give us 20,000 pieces of land in Biafra land, we are going to seize 20,000 building of Biafrans in Yoruba land. And then you go to court. But come to think about it, it's not as if they are right or they are wrong. Come to think about it, you are very stupid because you are giving Yoruba churches your 10%. They are using it to buy your father's house. God will punish you people as we dey shout on. I no one know what we dey tell on. Thunder go fire on. And then all of you who owns property in Yoruba land, you will forfeit it on the expense of your father, your mother, your stupidity, your hopelessness, and thunder will fire you on top of it. In fact, in Biafra court, we will sue you for stupidity. We will have a judicial system that addressing their mad people. Because Biafra land cannot afford to be another rehabilitation center for hopeless people. When we say go out from Yoruba church, you think we're against Christians? Did you say go out from Biafra land church? Go and patronize Biafra land pastors. If they are criminals, we will cure their disease later. Go to Salvation Ministry. Go to OPM. Go to that Omar Akpai who is turning our people to madman. Just go and dash Biafran pastors money. Let them buy our land for us. At the end of the day, let's see where they will do. Because this is where they will come for you. Most of you are not reasoning it. You have us in Lagos, so Biafra will not come. You are hallucinating. Directly or indirectly, they are using our money to buy our land. Yoruba are doing that, Hausa are doing that. But will you know? Will you ever reason? Will you ever learn? And then the Hausa are waiting. They are in charge of all the oil well. They also the oil well. They will relinquish it one day. And then T.Y. Danjuma will go to Ichi and say, yes, all the oil well in Ichi land belongs to me. But who sold it to him? Who gave it to him? Who gave him that right of ownership? And if you did not give me the oil well in Ichi, I will make sure that all your houses in Jos and every northern land will not be released. You go to court. Jigawa will come and tell you all the oil well in Bayelsa belong to Jigawa. If you don't give it, no Biafran property will be released in Jigawa. That is so on and so forth. Look at how stupid we have become. Just look at it. Just look at it. That is their last line of game to justify the reason why they will take your property and nothing will happen. All these strategies, I must tell you, they will come as a surprise to all of you. It will shock most of you beyond recover. I tell you, join IPOB. Let us prevent them from being able to hash this menace. Join IPOB because it's not everything we talk on Radio Biafra. Join IPOB and save the next generation. Send us your data on our WhatsApp line and we shall make sure the nearest coordinator contact you. But you are speaking grammar. Oh my God. We have seen your type. So many of your type. But have it at the back of your mind. Our story is not too different from those who have gone there before us and others will come after us. But I believe we have to learn from those who've gone before us, and then we must leave something for those coming after us to learn from. I'll be back in a minute.
United Nation, you gave us law of self-determination. We followed your principles in freedom fighting. But why does the life of a black man doesn't matter to you all? Biafrans are being massacred in large quantities. Instead of getting help from you people, you got us shooting.
This is the story of Biafrans who died on the road of freedom. This is the story of the motherless searching for a lovely home.
They were shot by the bullets and ring. No one knew how it all began.
A painful history, living a life of misery. United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, Why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Africans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall?
We are known for being blunt about the truth. Federal and world bodies can't even deny this obvious truth. That these keys we are starved to death, none of them were left. Together we stand against this ruthlessness.
You made us believe in you, you gave us your word, and now they are killing us and stealing our heart. Things and misery, we've had enough, we've had enough. You and the USA, stand up for us, we've had enough.
We haven't won it, our turn in all the zones. Since the crashes of those great nations, we still haven't grown. We cannot stack in the past, yes. We need to go back to our home, yeah, our home.
What's up with that is a missing human treatment. What is a crime? That's all letting now environment. For us are suffering every day. What more can we say if that's the price that we must pay? We must pay. And I'm so disappointed in USA, UN and the government. That's why I say
United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Africans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall?
Yes, of course, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. I repeat again, our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. Our direct line is 08122152971. 08122152971 is our direct line, and the special number for the female is 08128858614. If you are a man, do not call the female line, which is 08128858614. For the last time, our female line is 08128858614. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Good morning, monitoring spirit. Go ahead, please.
Every Biafrans all over the world, what are you still doing? Why are you still delaying us? Why are you still delaying our leader, Martin Nambekano? He is looking upon us. That is why we will never deceive him. He has sworn an oath before the oath gathered to restore Biafra. It is we that are suffering it. Well, I say IPO, nobody will give us Biafra. And he is a savior. Just watch him. He doesn't want our blood to be shed and end. He is just waiting for all of us just to join IPO. Immediately he saw the representativeness in us. He will be confident to declare Biafra for us. Nobody will give us Biafra. We will definitely give us Biafra. Freedom is not given. Freedom is taken. And it is we Biafra that will take our freedom. Who created Biafra? Is it Donald Trump that created Biafra? Or is it China? Britain created Nigeria. Biafra is a human being created by political Biafra. That's all. And it is we that will take a decision to stay in our land. I have already packed my things to start going to my village. Biafra is already on the line. Biafra has already been, if you think that Biafra is not been restored, Biafra has already been restored. So anything is just a day to declare is that we will do the little shooting. It is you that is not happy that we die. That's why you don't let do the perform. You don't let continue to excel you. All the Biafra.
Thank you very much. Oh, he must hear Biafra. Caller, what's up? Are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazi Chinedu Obunaya. Mazi Chinedu Obunaya, here from Abia province. Precisely, and I'm a member of Owaba Zone. So I just want to say, Mechugo Kabiama, strengthen every soul that is working assiduously to make sure that this restoration of Biafra is being fulfilled. Mazolive, since yesterday program, I've been following you. That all this direction that you are giving is very perfectly. No any man born of a woman will change the plan of the IPOBs.
So if anybody is talking about him being Christian, Jewish, whatever thing you want to be, even Muslim, it doesn't concern us. Everybody must go to that, even if it is another place.
In fact, I am the new high priest now of Abinokpabe. I am the new high priest of Abinokpabe. Don't worry. That thing they are hiding will catch up with them. Go ahead, please. Liara.
Do you know that in our own zone, we had a new law that if you miss 3 times meeting, if you come back again, you take our oath. Then I will sit down and watch somebody. We turn his back and say, I will not take the oath. But you agree with us that this is command and control. Now, if those ones, I tell the ones that you let them, let us go to the social place. They will start giving you excuse. We are church people. We don't understand.
They are born again. Yoruba is washing their head, using their money to buy their father's house. Nigeria, the same way Nigeria is washing our head, using the resources in our land to enslave us, to buy AK-47 to kill us, and people don't see that. Go ahead, please.
So they must follow me. They must go there. Even if they say we should go again, I am ready. Even if I will go 10 times, I am ready. So any man that will start telling us, I don't know, I don't want to case of me. That man is
our leader. So said the day I tell you, our dear supreme leader, our own lovely leader, our personal person, leadering leader, Mazen Nandekano said the day I come and say we to see me here, the person closer to me should shoot me. That means something is wrong. Not because he is going to betray, but it be know that the people we are fighting, they call them Ajomo. Man, I know Abu Abara. They are Ajomo. I know Abu Abara. But Adi Amama, he made it simple and clear. Then is it Judge Onibe or who the heck is that animal that we say all the way to SMA and you are looking at them? Break the chain of command and deal with that person. Nonsense. That's
simple.
Thank you very much, my brother.
So much Onibe, as I'm telling you. I thank you. Yeah.
Dear friends all over the world, you must get ready because we want to go home. And to go home, no bagger stays in the way of IPOB. Are you there, caller on the line?
Hello.
Good morning from here. Go ahead. Yes, Abalanchi, Asalanchi. Go ahead, please.
I thank you. I thank IPOB all in our time. And I'm making more topic go to I'm very happy because more other church ndị Yoruba kama mma dị amaga ọkwa mmụọ ma bụrụ onye mmụọ. For my dad, when my dad dị ndụ, ọ na-ada aga ọfọ n'ụtụtụ, ọ na-ada aga ọfọ ndụ n'ọkwa ahụ isi ike, onye omenala. Hello?
Go ahead, please.
So my father, ya onye dịka church, ọ na-ada aga ọfọ obi ụtụtụ ọga ọfọ onanụ, ọ gọcha ya ọfọ omenala onanụ a, chi ya na-eji ya ọ bụ nke chọọchị, because ihe a na-eme na chọọchị kịta chọọchị Yoruba gị butego ha.
They now use it to buy our land. Tomorrow they will use that's your money to undo you.
Now so that they do carry and buy everything. Then if I know they go church, me self I know they go church. I decided to not go church. Ma go men and me work for $1 million. I thank you not only IPOP. Yeah, but people to class. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand. Let it be clear. We are not against any religion. I am Reverend George Unibe. My father is a general overseer. I won't call his church for him. My father is a reverend. He's a pastor also. I was not ordained in his church. I only go to his church because he's my father and they say, oh, see our GO son. But I know what he know. I was there when he's a young man. I witnessed everything he know. He know the truth as much as I know the truth. Nobody fool us. Did I say you should not go to church? Look for Biafra man church and go to. Leave the Yoruba church. Let David Ebiome steal all our money and buy all our land. After all, he was living in one room. Let Biafra people dupe us and buy our land. We are there in their domot. Look at what Yoruba is going to do to all of you. With that money you are giving to Yoruba pastors. Our war is against Yoruba pastors because they are evil. My war, let me say that word. Nonsense. Fulani owns all the whole oil well. And you say, we want our all the whole oil well in Iche belong to T.Y. Danjuma. The one in Bayelsa belong to Yoruba, the Alakeja and the Jigawa people. Some people are yapping there. But of course, we're just trying to make the IPOB members, the real Biafrans, know what is obtainable. And they are falling in line already. But those of you who need to be insulted, who need, you just treat them like mad people, you are the reason why we are still here to reduce collateral damage. Are you there, caller on the line?
Good morning, my brother Johnny.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
I thank you people for what you people are doing for us. I say, may Elohim Chukwu Tikabia and I bless you in the mighty name of Yeshua. I want to use this opportunity to thank my leader, Mazen Nabioku Kana, the place of our family faith. I say, may Chukwu Tikabia strengthen him, give him strength to lead us into our new land, Biafra. And we are hoping that Chukwu Tikabia, who is in heaven watching us, will one day make it for us. We shall get Biafra, and Biafra we shall get. In the name of Chukwu Tikabia. I thank all principal officers who are working assiduously in order to make sure that we restore our homeland, Biafra. I say, may Elohim Chukwu Tikabia strengthen everybody working assiduously. I forget to say my name. My name is Ndupu Blamakrand, calling from Umelele, Abia State, Biafra land. I say, may Elohim strengthen us. We shall get Biafra. No demon can stop us. In the name of Chukwu Tikabia, I pray.
Thank you very much, and that is the truth. Caller, WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, my lord.
Go ahead, please. Good morning from here.
Good morning, Mazionibe. Good morning, my fellow Biafrans. Good morning, wherever you are. Good afternoon, good evening. My lord, you are on fire, Mazionibe. This morning you are on fire. Sorry, my lord, my name is Chimezi. I'm calling from Paris. You know, the message of this morning was super. It is like you and we are reading minds. You know, I want to ask, why every time African summit in Japan, African summit in Russia, African summit this, that, empowering Africa, why Africa doesn't empower all those people? Do you know how much every president that left in every African to, like, for example, they went to Russia, the last time they went to Russia. Do you know how much they spend to go to Russia for those empowering of stuff? My lord, these people are, guys, I don't know how to qualify African mentality because they are backwards and they are backwards.
They want you to see them as intellectual. They want you to see them as intellectual. That is the most annoying part of it. They want you to see them and address them as professor. Look at Buhari, late Buhari, stark illiterate, who did not go to school. When they address him, EFC, LGGC, GGQ, QQQ, Harare degree, China University, Hororo degree, American, when they feel, you begin to wonder, where did these people go to this school? Stark illiterate everywhere, but they want to be addressed as professor. This is the annoying part of it. And now, every trip they make, they spend fortune that is enough to build the city that will host them. Tissue paper allowance,
honestly,
billions. Pure water allowance, billions. Hotel allowance, billions. Girlfriend massaging allowance, billions. Aeroplane parking space, billions. Fuel, aviation fuel, billions. They impoverish you the more every trip they make. But they are shameless anyway. Go ahead, please.
Very shameless. Believe me, Africa will not move forward. Believe me, Africa will not move forward unless Biafra come to pass. Now the kind have been saying all these things. Mazi have been saying all these things. Could you imagine? I read in the newspaper yesterday. I was seeing Casey Molago is asking what is his name? Gowon to come and give an account of genocide that he committed in Biafra land. If not, Nigeria will not move forward. Now they are waking up, sleeping before. Now the kind have already opened their brain to see what he was talking. They are talking it now. It's too late for them. And believe me, it's too late for them. Right on, my leader.
If you push Gowon too much now, do you know the first line of people that will defend Gowon? It is Assemblies of God's Church. Assemblies of God's Church is supposed to be Igbo Church, the last time I checked. But they enter inside church to deceive us. If you push for Gowon now, come and give account of Biafrans you kill. Assemblies of God, they say, the kind is Antichrist. They begin to do and they don't see this nonsense and disassociate from them. They want us to referendum them. Thunder will fire all of them. Amadio is out there. Ikenga is out there. They're not going anywhere. They don't know. He's a member of Assemblies of God. Doing holy. But we have a holy man among us. This is a truth they cannot run for. Charlie Boy now is in Imo State doing a young boy Lambato, but he's old already. He cannot cheat age. He knew what his father went through. They call it Oputa panel. Justice Oputa made sure they brought these people to account. You can't commit this genocide and walk away. Obasanjo went there arrogantly and said to Justice Oputa that as a general who did not fight any war, he was obeying the last order. And so, as a general, the last order was for him to kill my mother unjustly and walk away freely with it. Then God punished all the generals in the world. God punished all of them.
Why is American generals not killing Americans? Why is Japanese generals not killing Japanese? Mad people. He was obeying the last order, and let our leader give that order. We shall obey the last order and make sure history repeats itself, but this time it will be on our own terms. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my lord, let me summarize here. You know, I read again, Emmanuel Iwanya will say that 2023, if Igbo president does not come out from it's unnegotiable anyway, it's unnegotiable. I'm asking Emmanuel Iwanya right now, wherever you are, if he said you are elite then, sir, if you don't belong to Biafra struggle, there's nothing that will happen. That 2023 election is not what is their college unnegotiable. They must do the election, they must do it, they must call win. You are not gonna do anything, Mr. Man. You will be in that your house with your heart so much and you will not do anything. The only thing for you to talk about Biafra, then they will see the fire on you. And let me put that here so others can do their call. Thank you, sir, and God bless you, Mazi Nabikala, and you all.
Thank you very much. We are not going anywhere. We are not in a hurry. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Are you there? But of course, when you call and you're listening to your radio, that is how it is. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Please, there's something that a point you make that I something that they are talking about light. There's something you mentioned. I remember last time, like 2 weeks ago, and when I was listening to this Zoom, because at times, if I want to work on them, I like to hear something that I used to make topic. So there are big news from Magic, and so and the newscaster said that the expenses of fuel that was spent was 14 million point.
But people don't understand. the best way for Nigerian politicians to steal, as under the radar, is to be traveling. Buhari is the highest traveled president all over the world. Jubri, he has broke Guinness Book of Records. But what people are not counting is how many billions he is to start even his private jet. It costs billions, and they are deceiving us. Go ahead, please.
No, I'm coming on. No, it's not in Nigeria, not the whole federation. In Asrock, 40 million. That day, I said, so it means that we are not expecting, there's no reason to expect light for Nigeria. I think a whole Asrock does not get electricity. They are budgeting for fuel. Who owns the fuel? Is it not like a zoo government? Who owns the money? So they are dividing the money like cake. So that's what I say, my brother. You see this Yoruba churches. I've told many of them, even my brother, even my mother. See, for you, going to Yoruba church means that they're taking us back west. Because if I told you are calling the general overseer, pastor, deeper life pastor. I don't like them. I think they are calling him a savior or a Lord. That is mistake. We are still in Canali. Even that time, I see as a Canali.
They call him General Superintendent. He's a soprano. Kumuye is a soprano, deeper life leader. Kumuye. Yes. He's a soprano, General Superintendent. Our leader is just a supreme leader. But Yoruba pastor is a general superintendent. What a blasphemy. But it's okay for them because they are going to heaven.
I told my mother, that time I know you as unbeliever. You don't go to any church. That time you have your quality. If you say the word, yes, it's a yes. And my mother doesn't anything, or if there is any problem, he came out to say that his word is our word. He doesn't go by, he doesn't regret. Since he started this church, in fact, I was just monitoring her. I don't know the person, I don't know the other friend or who converted her that particular church. So what I'm saying is that you see these Yoruba churches, that's where our problem lies. If our people can realize, amend, adjust that step, retrieve that step from that going to that church. I believe you see this thing that's happening now, and we must work towards it too, because if that time comes that you see they will use that opportunity to claim our land. Remember this River Nigeria. But that is the target, the main target of supporting those lands. It seems like they are in church business, although church business anyway. So my brother, I forget to explain who I am. Is that your brother from Mumbai? So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The truth cannot be overemphasized. We will say what we have to say because you will cry had I known in the end. Honestly, call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yeah. Good morning.
Go ahead, please.
My name is Okechukwu Kelo Chukwukwela. I'm a native of Orau, Nidemiri from Omambala, calling you precisely from the capital of Kampala, capital of Uganda, called Kampala. Mazi, please, I really want to plead with you on one thing. Whenever I have my one, this platform, my brother always guide me, you know. The last time I called, we were talking, and when I said something, you were like, no, you won't interrupt me. No, you are not. Let me put the word of our leader. Our leader will always say that we are autonomy, that our ways of doing things are markedly different from the ways others does theirs. You understand me? So we understand that, and it helps, because, your topic, I felt like at some point I will speak for my brethren, Biafrans at times. Those who, when they call you, they will say your topic today is this and that. No, there will never be a day that you are online. You are live on Radio Biafra platform and never give us things because you're on the ground. Because you're on the ground, it's like I'm off. Okay, because you're on the ground, and you are doing exactly why you are being born, and that's the truth. Mazi, let me say something. Like yesterday topic really make me, I tried to see if I can put through, but the network, oh my goodness.
You are on, go ahead.
I tried to see if I can put through, but the network never assisted me. When you call Yoruba and you really you enchanted the name like a that does it, Yoruba, because truly those people are no good for anything, leave alone that contraption called Nigeria. But this morning, I'm so interested when you mentioned and you said something about the three prophecy of our leader, and you said, so you mentioned a name like Wazlike. I'm one of those that really I am so interested in that very one. Because when our brethren were so angry, telling our leader on air, this man need to be West and do this, our leader said no. That Chukwuabiama said that vulture will eat his carcass, because that if we try to do such a thing, that Chukwuabiama will leave us. I'm so interested because I noticed that from most of things that event that are unfolding now, that the man is he's not even well again. It's not well. Let me put it that way. That man made me. Now the son of this veteran, Yuri, what's his name, in Nollywood, that went to meet with him the other time, was calling him name, I kind of praising him. I look at this guy, I say, is this guy really a son of Pete Edochie? Until Pete Edochie also exhibit his own. So I lost every respect I had for that family, because I remember Pete Edochie went for Obiano flag off in Aguilera for New Airport. And he was dancing in Nigeria. They were calling him this and that. I said, these are the people that among our problem. The little space you had, that you would have used that platform to speak the truth, you won't. You go to that place to dance in Nigeria. Who knows how much they gave you? He's flagging off airport in the space of one month for him to go back for second tenor. All the 4 years he's been there, nothing is going on. But that's by the way, my brother, like I said, always guide me when I'm trying to digress from the topic at hand. You understand me? Because tonight we are all waiting that the man himself, the Nkume, that Nkume on Ibere Mirimazan Nandekano, he will speak to us Biafrans. And for those Fulanis that thought that they are having their ways, like the correct thing you mentioned, they are giving out what belongs to us in order to make sure that even when we have finally gone, that we'll be impended, don't know what they are doing. This Biafra restoration is a mandate from above. In fact, what they are doing is even helping us. It's even making us to know those whom, when finally we restore, this kingdom is being restored. We choose to know if we have them as a neighboring country or the border. We will allow them to come in Biafra. Because for them to be using all these people, you see this thing you put this, the funny thing, at times I begin to ask myself, what kind of brain that our people have? Do you remember this audio, this leaked audio of Kule and Adamu, I don't know, that you've just played now? This audio has been playing when our leader was in Kuje prison. Our deputy keep playing. That was like, people were like, these people, we are full of propaganda. How can this made up and then? But those things that was said in that audio is exactly what is playing out. In fact, almost all of them has come to pass. They have done it all. Yes, I understand that Balogu caught fire. Balogu caught fire. Who are there? Doing business. Are they not Biafrans? These are our people. You understand me? So I thank you, my brother. You always come up and make our. I wish, but some of our people now they are beginning to use their brain. They are beginning to use their brain. They could now see where we are going. Those who once said that our leader have betrayed them like others. I wish now they will now know that there is nobody like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That Africa has to celebrate that man. Black race has to celebrate that man. If not for any other thing, black race, those who are still in doubt of existence of God, should, for the sake of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and praise God, because indeed we can boast that in our era, Chukwu Abiyama remembered us and gave us a leader like him. Maz, I thank you very much. Keeping on like you always do. And God bless you.
This is just the beginning. We can say, Mama no go sleep, no go sleep. And don't want people go back on them, and I must tell you, hopefully. So this is where we will round up this morning segment. I truly appreciate those of you who were able to call in. Sincere apology to those of you I cannot take your call because my time is up. Notwithstanding, few hours from now, our supreme leader will be here to address IPOB globally and as well as wonderful conscious people, those people who are sincere, those people who believe in justice, righteousness, truth, equity, and so on and so forth. I will be signing off from here. Africans must understand that not until Biafra is free, they will never be free. We are the one who developed your land everywhere in the world. Remove the indigenous people. You have the Igbo man there, making sure life is good for all of you. But we feel it is time we develop our place. And could this be too much to ask for? And certainly I say no. No, it is not too much. I'll be signing off from here. And do have a pleasant day. And those of you going to bed, do have a wonderful night rest. We shall meet again. Bye for now. They will know.
Reading from Biafran's Got Talent.
Africans should never be free until Biafra comes, yeah. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes, yeah. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes, yeah. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes, yeah. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, no. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, yo. They are playing on your intelligence, life full of pretense. They are playing on your intelligence. They are playing on your intelligence. Their life full of pretense. Everything is diligent. Oh, so every black man stand up for your right. Wherever you are, stand up. So every black man stand. So every black man for your right. Freedom for Africa. Africa, freedom for Africa. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes, yeah. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes, yeah. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes, yeah. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes, yeah. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that.
been in this bondage for decades now. Oh, for decades now. They gave us their culture. They killed our prophets. They colonized our people with guns and bullets. Biafra is our hope now. Biafra is the hope of Africa.
So every black man stand up for your right.